Good afternoon. I'm Dr. John Bruchalski, and we're recording from Divine Mercy Care in Tepeyac, OBGYN. I'd love to tell you about my week. I want to talk to you about a few patients and a phone call. This past week, we've had several mother-daughter combinations come into the office. Now, can you imagine? These are mothers who have referred their daughters to our practice. They also happen to be women who we've delivered 20 to 25 years ago. Can you imagine? What a humbling gift that they trust us with talking to their children about hormones, about sexual activity, kind of putting the pieces together so there's less confusion and less fear. It just shows that, one, we're here for the long haul. We've been here for 26 years. And there's an incredible amount of trust in so many of our patients who are bold enough and confident enough in us to send their daughters, some of whom we've delivered, here at us. Now let me tell you about two patients on a slightly sadder note, but as always, with a very hopeful approach. So this week, imagine this. You're a mother of several children and the money has run out. COVID, the economic disaster, there's no more funding and you're pregnant and you just believe you have to kind of get rid of the pregnancy. So you go to the local clinic and while you're getting out of your car, you're approached gently by a pro-life person who says, hey, before you go in there, I'd love you to go to Tepeyac. Go there before you come here. Just go see what they offer you. Once again, we've had two of these people this week. Women on their way into the clinic. What the pro-life person didn't know was that they had children already. So these two women know what they're doing. They know that the abortion doesn't just end a life, it ends the life of a child, their child. They both showed up here, and after some gentle, direct counseling, but just conversation, heart to heart, they started crying, realizing that there was an option, that they did have choice, that they didn't have to go through this, and that there was someone in the medical community that would help connect them to real services, hard services that they felt they were in need of. That's thanks to you. That's what Tepeyac and Divine Mercy Care, that's what your donations, that's what your finances help with. We can meet these women where they're at. Two just this week. Lastly, let me tell you about a phone call I took about an hour ago. An old patient who left about 2 years ago because her husband moved jobs got some tomatoes this afternoon or this morning from a neighbor. That neighbor happened to be the second and third trimester abortionist for much of the West Coast. Who did she think of calling to find out how she could disciple him best? Tepeyac OBGYN. Hey, Dr. John, I'm out here. I've got this issue. What can I say to help this person grow? Well, I told him quickly that I had to pray over the weekend because we need prayer support. This is absolute spiritual warfare. It's also medical. It's also social. It's also academic. It's language. It's heart to heart. How do you meet somebody where they're at? This is the other side of what your donations do. Your donations not only help us financially, but they help us with education. That's what Divine Mercy Care does. It's what enables us to be fully comprehensive female physicians, physicians for the woman, providing excellent, comprehensive, cooperative, collaborative care. And so once again, I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen. 2020 has been pretty challenging. actually very difficult. Not only has the state turned most of the protective, good medical laws to make abortion rarer in the state, they've now taken them all away. They've now taken them all away. They've also taken away any of the restrictions on the clinics. Okay? That's one thing. The other thing was the COVID epidemic. People are afraid. People haven't been moving around. They haven't been coming to their doctors. We have had significant financial impact from this. So that's why I'm asking for your support right now. Before the end of the year, as someone far wiser and more wonderful than I, so between your cell phone bill and your electrical bill, please think of Divine Mercy Care and Tepeyac OBGYN for real, serious donations. I can't tell you that as a medical practice, the hope that we can provide, both medically, yes, there is a diagnosis. Yes, this is how we would approach it. That's medical, but also social. This is the benefit of building family, of actually educating and loving and caring for the next generation, but also providing real practical education to help change hearts of maybe the biggest abortionist on the West Coast. That's what your financial contributions do for us. And I just want to thank you for being with us for 26 years. And if you're new, it's amazing things what your contribution can do. God bless you, and I look forward to being in contact. Thanks.